Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Prescott to throw on 4th. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That one complete to Prochet. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
No, we changed it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Now after that sack. It's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Ravens 14, Cowboys nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 75 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Lamb on the end around. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 30 yards. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some space here. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Justin Tucker on field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that's... Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his 2nd touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On play action, Prescott steps away. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A slant route caught by Bateman. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring up in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Two and a throw right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On a jet sweep, here comes Waddle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
Now that was a bouncer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they
got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you dare look in the best, feel to get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend, she went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting, I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on, yo. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong, though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home, though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. Got this broken to his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up. Then I again. Gone. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Mahomes now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Chris Jones on the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I will see Anthony trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They know what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
Looking for Kelce there, but it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. That would complete to Crochet. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Michael Dana. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. They run once more with Edwards. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Jackson's going to try the sneak, and he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. This time, Jackson will throw it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Oh, ready?
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson on 1st down. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and a yard. And Jackson throwing once more. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, we seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Andrews.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
And he'll go underneath here to Drake.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
I'm gone. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the lead, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like I wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no time cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
At my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had getting hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, we're hold me ready. Me hit it heavy, I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie, me I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Babies falling, coffee call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, I don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Give up the middle to Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Flush to his right. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
And Brady, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines, there's extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
Jackson will keep it, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Forced out to his left.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for two. They didn't have to go for two, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And now the Chiefs will bring the offense onto the field as they'll go for 2 here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sightlines.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 56 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge win for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And again, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Butker's kick here is good. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
That would complete to Crochet.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's got some space here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Well, third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one. I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they've gotten 2 for 2.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
43, 15.
On first down, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So backed up to the 6 now. Third and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here this third quarter. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Butker now to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's at the 50. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 28 yards. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just outplayed.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm balling like a vet. Crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Then the juke move, Heisman stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, give it Sunday magic.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks. Here we go from Tampa. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play, first pass for Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They run for the first time here with Rashad White. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, 28 yards. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now a play fake. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Brady now on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
From the 29, Jackson. That's into the hands of Prochet. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
line. Brady gives this to White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now Brady. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing now is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Complete right side to Otten.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Didn't quite get the touchdown, but now they're really knocking on the door.
And if you're the play caller, now you're thinking to yourself, what is your sequence? Because you're not just thinking one play here just in case. You're looking ahead as well. I wonder if he's just thinking 3 power plays at...
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
That one complete to Prochet.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. From the gun, they go to Edwards. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
Touchdown!
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw. It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust him.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On first down, Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 11-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Again, it's Edwards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second down, it's Edwards. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured out after the 9-yard run on the previous play. Getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's third down.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Stuck for a loss by the safety Antoine Winfield Jr.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Now Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this to the 35, good for a gain of 5. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Jackson. Room here to run. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Jackson on the give to...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Being chased out left. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
We talk so often.
my boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in the payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be, I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness, I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
At my Brooklyn, cause he shot rock, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grr,
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo. Take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000, hella follow. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the should know, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up for us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MP, take.
Right to the air is Burrow.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson from the shotgun. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
James Prochet
from 6 yards away.
And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that one caught downfield by Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Flush to his right. He will find his man Chase complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, 42 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ravens 7, Bengals
6. Second down at 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Edwards, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
On one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
11 MT.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Burrow will throw. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
11 Thomas.
And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
Complete at the 1, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11 MT.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again, it's Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the 1st half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the 1st half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. It completes it to Boyd.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have moved out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air. But his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll run here with Edwards. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson will keep it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
the teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Again, it's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
Mixon running wide side. And taken down just shy of the 40.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And some room to maneuver. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 10-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Back to Mixon on second down.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
Here we go, here we go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Burrow going to keep it himself.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Joe Burrow with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing, Jackson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw some.
There he goes, left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through.
That's caught at the 25. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Jackson to throw. Dobbins on the slant route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He's got a man, complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker all set, and we are set to see the cream of the crop in the AFC as we are underway here with the Ravens and the Chiefs. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Fourth down, here's Jackson.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate the sound sound conceited, but I know. Crazy think they with me. Yeah. Crazy think they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. Got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. This colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see.
I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back.
Well, we are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on town between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Here's Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And some room to run now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Jackson now. And that will be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Jordan Stout now. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. The
quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Herbert throwing again. He's airing it out for Williams.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Joey Bosa so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First carry now for Gus Edwards. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
The end of the first quarter with the score Ravens 8, Chargers 0.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
The pickup of 3 brings up second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
By Justin Houston. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll find Williams on the slant.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Allen, the man in motion right. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Caught by Allen.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Herbert on 1st down now. He'll get this to Eckler.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
In motion right comes Allen. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. Oh, good move. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. Herbert has it knocked free.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. He's got a man, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Jackson will throw again. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 26. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And in for the Ravens, touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Ravens 15, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right through. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the 2nd half, and they trail as we get back underway. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, They've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Herbert off of play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The slot man in motion right. They snap it to Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And the Chargers first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert now. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Eckler again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Dancing to his left. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll run with Dobbins, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now Herbert following the turnover. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Allen, the man in motion right. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that's caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Herbert. Finding Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Now 2nd and 6.
Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And the Chargers.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Palmer. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Herbert to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. Now Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down and goal to go.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Up the middle with Eckler. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson to throw. And that'll be complete to Dalvin. And he loses the football a second time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my